Imagine receiving 100 job applications for one position. Reading each resume takes 20 minutes. That's 33 hours of work. But what if AI could do this in minutes? Score every candidate and send personalized emails automatically. And today I'm going to show you exactly how I built this AI powered recruitment system that can save you 33 hours of work. And the best part is, you can copy my entire workflow for free. Here's the problem every hiring manager faces. You post a job opening, 50 to 200 applications flood in. Each resume is formatted differently. You need to read, evaluate, and compare, then manually email every single person and coordinate for interviews. And this traditional process is not only time consuming, but also inconsistent, exhausting, and unfair for good candidates that get missed out. Solution: well, I built this AI powered screening assistant that not only captures the details of users from simple jot form, but also extracts their information from their resume and then analyzes the qualification based on the current job profile, and then later on scores the candidates, and based on that scoring, it segments the users and sends them a personalized email to each of the candidates. And let's say if the candidate has a higher compatibility, then it notifies the HR with briefs and questions that the HR can target in the interview, all within a few minutes. Now let me show you how this all works. I'm going to activate this workflow. And now I'm going to fill out this form. For getting the email on my inbox, I'm going to fill out my real email over here. You won't see. And then I'll apply for a job, maybe AI engineer. And then I'll fill out the earliest possible start date, 24th, preferred interview, 16th of October. And then I'll set the time. I'll write some notes on the cover letter, and I'll upload a fake resume just for the sake of this video. Now I'll click on apply. Now we are going to see it in action. So you can see that it has started running, and in a matter of minutes, I've got a response. Dear John, thank you for interest in AI engineer position at the company. After careful review of your application, we have decided not to move forward. So that means I have not qualified for the AI engineer post, and that's probably because of the resume that I have sent, that I uploaded in the form. The work experience does not coincide with the AI engineer post, so that's why. Now let's look at in the background of the executions what happened actually. So the jot form triggered. Then this is basically, in this node we are downloading the form details submissions. So you can see that all the fields are captured over here, and then on the next node we have a download resume node, basically to download the resume in PDF format. So I'm using jot forms, basically URL, the exact URL with the authentication of jot form here, because without authentication it won't accept. So once that is downloaded, I am going to upload it into the Llama Cloud, which is a free parsing website. So you can use this easily. You just have to add your API key and use this URL. Now once that is done, it's going to check parsing status. Now it as it shows that it has this success in the status. So I'm going to copy the ID of the task, and once that is basically true, so there's an if node basically to track the status of the parsing. If it is success, then it goes to the next node, which is the retrieving of the result. So from here, I've got the markdown content of the CV, and I am using the AI agent with an OpenAI node of ChatGPT 4 Omni. From here, I'm giving it instructions to be an expert HR recruiter analyzing the job application for the following position, and I'm given a complete detailed insight overview that what I want. So, and this is the input. Then there's a code to extract the key information from this JSON file. You can see that it has extracted all the strength summary, concern summary, relevant experience from the form. Now we are using switch node here to filter out the candidates based on their compatibilities. So there's a field called is this strong candidate false, is moderate candidate false, and is weak candidate true. And we just have to match this together to segment these leads. Now once that is done, it's going to send an email to the candidate. So the candidate will receive a proper formatted message. So this is the kind of email that we will receive if we are a strong candidate. Great news, application update, the company name, placeholder. We can update the company name over here. Dear Nitin, thank you for applying for the senior developer position, and all the details, next steps, and this date it has extracted from the form submission. Now, in a similar way, it will send an email to the moderate candidate and also from to the weak candidate. I'll show you the formatting of it. Now, this is the application update email for a moderate candidate. It says we have completed our initial review of your application. Your background shows promise, and we see potential in your profile. The key strengths it has highlighted, the current status, and what this means basically. In a similar way, we also have a weak candidate. So yeah, this is a weaker one. Thank you for your interest in the senior developer position at company name, for taking the time to submit your application. After careful review of your application qualifications, we have decided not to move forward with your application for this particular role at this time. This decision was not made lightly, and we received applications from many qualified candidates. What's next? And then there's a link to the career or job section from the website, so they can basically look into other opportunities. And after this, this agent will also send an email to the HR notifying about the brief of the candidate. This is how it will look. The subject line will say interview brief, my name, the candidate's position, basically applied position. Then the score. The score is 2 right now because it's tested from the weaker candidate's profile, but it will be certainly around 8 or 9. Then the HR manager, we have a strong candidate for the senior developer position. Candidate information, resume, then AI assessment summary, compatibility score, recommendations, year of experience, key strengths, technical skills, relevant experience, area of concern, and interview focus areas, and suggested interview questions. It will give you a complete overview, complete steps to take to the interview, to the HR. Of course, we can modify all these things based on the company's demand, company's requirements, and it's not formatted, so it's easier for anyone to update the information from here. Now, if you like this workflow, I have attached all the documentation, proper documentation, and how it works, the steps to connect, configuration settings, steps, setup steps over here in this complete documentation in this workflow. Smash that like button so more people can discover these powerful workflows and improve their business processes with the help of these automations. Thank you so much and have a great day.